Hey there, boils and ghouls. Welcome to this week's episode of Halloweekly Live.
What's up, guys?
Live with everyone. This week we're doing the great horror debate. It's not the greatest horror debate, but it's a great.
It might be the greatest.
It might be actually one of the greatest.
It might be the greatest.
You know what do they say about styles make fights?
right. Once our people show up, they'll make it the greatest.
They'll make it the greatest debate. They're gonna throw some questions in there, hopefully, and it's gonna be quite intense. So we're gonna give it another minute for some people to join in. We're recording an episode live, so this will be episode 103.
We're over 100. Oh, wow.
Over 100.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, I didn't tell you. Yeah. We had over 100 episodes now.
What's up, Charlotte? Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
More awesome than messed
I
up.
love it. No, it's messed up. It went by that so fast.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's crazy to me.
That was crazy.
What's up, James?
Hey, how's it going?
We're about to debate some horror.
We're gonna debate some horror.
Waiting for people to show up. Meanwhile, I wanted to thank anybody. They're not here yet, but when you watch it on the replay, everyone who showed up on the Halloweekly Facebook page to like our post about the new book that came out about the movie The Howling. We really appreciate the support. Love that post blew up. It's hard to put posts about books on a Facebook page because they usually fail. But you guys came through and made it
not a Halloweekly group.
No, yeah.
A bunch of well-read individuals.
And the author of the book showed up on it too. If you find, I'll put the link in the chat. You can go like his Facebook page for the book. He deserves the support. It's an amazing book. It walks through the Howling, but it does it chronologically. So every chapter is an important scene. And then it's interviews with the people who made it, the director, the writer, all kinds of cool. The actress, just amazing stuff. So, and it's a great movie.
Awesome. All right. So, should we announce the topic?
Let's explain the debate.
Okay. So the way it's going to work out is we have 4 questions that's going to pop up. So we're going to pull you once at the beginning of the first debate, and then at the end of the debate, and then that'll conclude who won.
Right.
Probably me.
We'll explain it.
You'll
see.
And then when we do our second question,
you? Oh man.
Listen,
probably.
I'm a spicy talker when it comes to.
You are.
I'm not competitive, but I love shit talk.
What's up, Derek? What's up, Brandon? Yeah.
And so then we'll
here. Let me tell you something important about this debate strategy. Okay, just real quick. I'm going to steal every good point that's dropped in the comments. So hopefully,
I'm gonna delete everyone's comment as it comes in.
So I'm planning to win this debate.
If your comment
by
disappears,
off your work. So
if your comment disappears, it's because I deleted it, so George can't use it. But the ones that I'm gonna steal will be left up there, and we'll all give them hearts.
Give us some good comments, guys. All right.
Okay, so we'll play at the beginning. We'll do our little debate, and
what's up, Siobhan?
Play at the end, and we'll see you switch much. Feel free once you see the poll up here. If we start talking and you have any questions, throw them at us.
Yeah.
Against either one of us, whoever. If you want to try to stump someone who you think yours sucks, go for it.
You'll see what we're talking about. Throw the poll up, and then we'll explain it.
Okay. So the first poll that we're gonna debate to get the feeler out for is which year was better for horror. So we're gonna do 2 different questions. So we're gonna do 2015. I'm gonna do 2015.
You don't tell them at the outset. You're polling them first.
Polling them first. All right. No, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I say. They're gonna think about what the movies are in their head.
Before you figure out anything about the
argument, appreciate that though, because what you're saying is that there's a Nick bias.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna say that's pretty cool.
There's a Nick bias.
That's pretty cool.
Of course, yeah, for sure. So yeah, I don't want the Nicolites to come after me. Like that's got to be their name, right? So. All right, so what we're going to do is, and don't worry about all the other years, don't comment about how the 80s were better, all that stuff. We're doing this very specifically because there's been a lot of think pieces online about how horror there's a new era of horror and all kinds of what kind of horror is it and all these things. So they all kind of encompass 2015 to now. Right?
Yeah.
So we want to figure out which is the best year in these blocks.
Out of the big 4.
So this is what we're focusing on. We know there's better years of horror, a lot of, 31 was like my favorite year of horror. I'm old, so I wasn't there though. But
you were.
So what you're gonna do is we're gonna poll you, and then once everyone's given their answers, you got a little time to put in there. We're going to try to argue and change your mind, and then we're going to re-ask you the exact same question on the end and see if we've changed anyone's minds or it's the same vote.
So
I'm excited.
I'm excited too because if you may the best debater win.
May the best year win.
No. Fuck the year. I want all the glory. Wow. I don't give a damn about the years.
What's up, Siobhan?
All right.
Okay.
Should we give it another minute or so for votes to come in there?
Let's see what's...
Because I'm surprised with the results. Because I know it's going to happen.
Well, and then also, I'm also curious, while we're doing this, guys, like, tell us why. Like, because remember, we're going to be trying to make arguments. So you're voting between 15 and 17. Why? Is it one standout movie? Was it you just had better memories of the whole year? Is it like why are you voting the way you're voting? We want to know.
Yeah, because it may be useful ammunition.
Yeah, say it before Nick deletes it.
So, well, I'll go first.
Okay, that's fair.
So I'm going to speak on behalf for 2015, and we have.
No, you're not. You're doing 17.
I'm doing 17.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Oh, man. I was just like, what a boner of a list. That sucks. Okay. Well, George, you have the honors. You have the floor.
No, you go first. That's fine.
So we're going to go backwards in time?
It doesn't matter.
All right, let me just pull my notes real quick.
Because my year's winning right now. So
they don't know that. You're right, George. 2017 is winning.
You better start changing some minds.
Right.
Oh, right. Damn. What happened?
There we go. That's what happened.
Holy crap.
That's what happened.
That's
okay.
Bullshit.
Okay, so I have the floor. Now, Now, if we're looking at 2017.
Proceed.
All right, we have Annabelle Creations, which is one of the new trends in horror where the sequel is starting to be actually better than the first one.
Yes.
And we got a cool-ass Scarecrow in Annabelle Creation.
Yes.
There was some more good stuff in there, but mostly the Scarecrow. That was my favorite. We got It Comes at Night, which I'm glad is there because it whether you liked it or not, it got people talking about horror movies. So
totally.
So even if you didn't think it was good, people were like, it's not horror. Well, you know what it is?
Horror? Hold on. This is not psychological warfare. I'm just because we've never done this.
Oh, this is psychological. When you say it's not psychological warfare,
is everyone seeing the poll? Is everyone who's watching this video seeing the poll? Do you have a place to vote? That's all I want to know. Just let us know in the comments.
Oh yeah, if you can't see,
if you can't see the poll, let us know.
Actually, if you can't see it, good.
Cheater.
Right. Okay. So you got to come. It got some more horror.
Just
it was one of those films that people were like, oh, I didn't like it. Wasn't horror. So people liked it. Whatever.
Yes.
Then I'm going to say the best for last. You get Gerald's Game, so you get this Netflix gem to just indulge yourself in more good Stephen King. Stories.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Because he had the 80s, and then there wasn't really a lot of good Stephen King stuff. Yes. And then now we're back in there. So Gerald's Game was like, boom, roasted. Stephen King's doing great.
Totally.
On top of that, we got Happy Death Day, which was a great horror comedy. I think it took a lot of people by surprise. And if Garen joins, he worked on the second one. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah,
the trailer.
Where's Garen?
He's not in here because I don't know. I think I know.
Oh, he's on set still, right?
Yeah, he's hanging out with Jamie Foxx or something like that. So you get Happy Death Day, which I think without question, majority of people like. There's some people who don't like it, whatever. Then you get Alien Covenant, which I see going the route as a Prometheus, where it's like, I didn't really like it. And then a few years later, once it starts to settle down and simmer, people are like, okay, we actually liked it. We'd like for Ridley Scott to
actually really love the scene where she operates on herself.
That is a great scene. Yeah. Also, 1922. So we're getting even more.
You're really screwing with our heads now. 1922 for 2007. Oh,
we got Mother.
Fine. Oh yeah.
In which I know we had to defend it a little bit in the group because understandably it's a very wacky film.
It's very divisive.
But we were trying to listen, it's actually good. Listen why. So we got that. The Babysitter. Yes. Out of nowhere, which if you were like me, you watch the beginning and you're like, it's not that. It's kind of weird. The dialogue's weird, but then by the end of it, you're like, yeah.
That grew on you, didn't it?
Yeah. Okay. I like that one. 47 Meters Down. I think you got The Shallows, actually. Did you get The Shallows with 15?
Probably.
Okay, well.
We'll take a look.
All right. So we got The Ritual, Netflix gem with some great creatures in it.
Wait, put a pause on your argument.
Okay.
Keep your place, because we have a couple of comments.
Okay.
So, because I just want to acknowledge the comments. So, Jake says 2017 for him, and he named Life, Devil's Candy, Void, Split, Alien Covenant. So he popped all those out. And then Brandon asked about Stranger Things. So we'll solve.
We were gonna go. We may go to TV.
We may go to TV.
And if I got Stranger Things in there, rock and roll. Now I will be honest. I'm gonna piggyback off of Jake. Jake, thanks so much. Life we were talking about super underrated.
Yep.
We
did a whole podcast episode.
Exactly. Doubles Candy, which I still haven't watched, but Lindsay, if you see this, I'm sorry. I'm putting in there with Jaws. But I will be honest. If I'm not going to make you guys think that 2017 is this magical year that you're probably going to vote for. Regardless, we had some bumps in that road, and particularly The Mummy. So if there was anyone who fucked up the bell curve, it would probably be The Mummy. Are we counting Revenge as 2017 too, or that's 18? We consider that 18. It's 18. That was February.
It was February 18.
Okay. So and then Cult of Chucky. I know we got your Chucky fans in there. He not my favorite, but that poster for the new one is really dope. But so you got your little Cult of Chucky, fan in there, and then the last two, and then I'm gonna rest my case.
Okay.
Get out.
It's a debate.
I don't want to take up a lot of time though. I want to be respectful.
Get out.
Get out. We got an Oscar, boy.
I feel like no matter what I say from argument, you're just gonna go get out.
I'm gonna get out. We got an Oscar, right. And then the juggernaut of 2017.
Indeed.
That film just came. That marketing was everywhere. You couldn't avoid it, and it was like the cherry on top of all the new wonderful King.
They marketed that movie for
stuff coming out
a year before it came out.
So if you think 2017, that sounds like a good time. 2017 welcomes.
That sounds like a good time.
Vote.
All right, wait, hold on. So we're at 73-27. So.
Oh yeah, let me publish the results.
Yeah, so publish the results.
Okay. So this is where everyone's landed.
Yes.
At the end of that. All right.
So this is what we're trying to change.
Okay.
So I'm trying to go up from 27%. So basically, thanks, Mom, for the one vote.
George is on his phone, his laptop, his Kindle.
The one vote that I could get from thank you, Mom. I appreciate it.
Okay, so now make the case for 2015.
Okay, so let me just make an argument for 2015 that's broad, and then I'll bring it up here. I'll talk about a couple specific movies. Okay, so it's because of the breadth of what happened in 2015 that I like it better as a year for horror. Right. Mm-hmm. It's not because one individual movie doesn't make a whole year, right? Like The Shining is my favorite horror movie of all time anyway, but like mainstream horror movie, right?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that 1980 is my favorite year of horror just because of one movie, right? You need more than one movie. You need what's going on in horror. And what was going on in horror in 2015 was super interesting. Every subgenre category got something delicious for it, right? So if you like art house horror that's like serious, adult, like rattling horror with great performances, you have We Are Still Here, which is that amazing Barbara Crampton movie.
It's
so good.
That one packed a punch.
It's so underrated and it's so good. And it's so like the amazing part about that is it didn't pull any punches at the end. It's really, really dark, like Candyman dark, right? But it also it had sort of like, it's like Hereditary before Hereditary, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Hereditary gets all the credit for the kind of horror that it is, but We Are Still Here was definitely that kind of thing before it. But then you had like dark romance horror, which was Crimson Peak, and then you had comedy, which was What We Do in the Shadows, which for me is my favorite horror comedy of like the last, 5 years at least, right?
Yeah.
So you had a great horror comedy. You had Krampus, so you had great holiday horror, right? You had Insidious, which was Chapter 3, which was not a great movie, but for people who were excited about franchise horror, they were getting that, right? So as you go across what was happening there, right, you had Tales of Halloween, which was anthology horror. So every subgenre of horror that I like got some amazing movie dropped in it, all in the same year, right? Well, fucking Western horror. Who even knew that was a thing? But it is, and now Bone Tomahawk is probably the best Western horror movie there was, right? It also has The Invitation, which for my money is just an amazing film. Just amazing performances. And so when you go through this, and then you don't have a big horror dud like like Tom Cruise's The Mummy, right? You have some fail movies, mainly Poltergeist, but you don't have like the big budget, step on your dreams, break your heart. The dark universe is not going to work out. No, you're never going to get Bride of Frankenstein. You're never going to get you didn't get that.
You're putting the burden.
Fuck.
Okay, that's fine.
I agree. So and then M. Night basically come back with The Visit. Are you kidding me?
He makes a warm up.
He did
a warm up with The Visit. I love The Visit.
The Visit is more horror than Split. Right?
No.
Like, Split's a better movie, but The Visit is more horror. It's more of a horror movie. Come on, guys. It's more of a horror movie. Let's say.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Jake, so here's the thing. Jake apparently knows that one of my favorite movies of all time is Green Room, and I see he's talking Green Room. We're not doing festival release, so we looked up the release date for Green Room. And
wide release.
I think the wide release was 2016. If Green Room was there... It was the first thing I would have
said. We have to do that with a few. There's a few big films that we were like, no, that was the next year. So so there's a few that we moved over. Like I think Revenge is another.
And then if you guys haven't seen it, Southbound is an amazing anthology horror movie. One of the best of the last 5 years. So anthology horror got really, really good stuff. Fucking Henry Rollins did a horror movie in 2015. Which was
No Relation.
He never died. No relation, right? So. So anyway, I think the year's underestimated. I think it's at least as good as 2017, even though it doesn't have like that big obvious Oscar-winning, It movie punch. I think it's better than people give it credit for. Vote 15. All right.
Okay, done. So with George giving that closing statement, now we're gonna ask you again if you
wait. Do you want to argue anything?
Do you want to argue anything else?
Or are we good?
Oh, I just think it's cute. You think you have a chance?
It is.
I feel like the boss in Mortal Kombat. I'm like, pity mortal.
To win this, your number has to go up, right? So you got to go over 73.
It's not about. You can't. There's so much pride.
That's what I'm just saying.
Okay, all right. So let's put up the next poll. All right. So
so you guys heard the arguments. Wait, before you publish the new poll, I want to see what they said. I want to see what people were. Okay. Because if there's any arguments in there we want to deal with, let's.
Jay, they are doing a new creep show with Greg Nicotero.
Oh, sweet.
Way to put a knife in my dreams, George. Damn.
Alex, don't talk about 2018.
No, yet. Alex, that's next.
That's next. We're not talking about that yet.
It's the next one.
You know what? He probably joined after the poll came down.
Oh, okay.
He probably didn't know what we were talking about.
So we ready to put are we ready to see?
Did anything else happen in the comments or no? Nothing else happened?
No, they just want to vote for the winner.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
So if you're we're gonna leave this up for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. If your mind has been changed, vote accordingly. And you only have to do better than 27%.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's.
I hope you are. I hope you do. I ain't voting for it.
Go at it. Which of these years was better for horror?
Wait, are you voting on your computer?
You can't vote on a computer. 2015, 2017. You can only vote on a phone. Don't vote.
You
can
vote on a computer. You have to make it full screen.
Well, I don't have.
All right, you know, we're not gonna vote for it. We're not gonna vote for ourselves.
I can't.
Let's not make it muddy.
I can't see the comments.
Let's not make it muddy. Let's not vote for each other. I don't want to ruin a friendship from fake votes, from voting fraud. Fake votes.
Okay. Anyway, let's see what happens. All right, so it looks like it's gonna stay about the same. All right.
No, we're gonna give it like another. It went up. It went up. It went opposite. I should have canceled it.
Don't cancel it. Leave it up.
All right, we'll leave it up.
All right, and then
talk about it.
Guys, because we really want to hear from you. So also, just really curious what your favorite movie from each year was after you hear us talk. I didn't see in the comments sorry, Alex Taylor. These polls disappear, and you know what's really weird is after we end the live and we publish it to the page,
it's gone.
There's no polls in it at all. So people hear us talking about polls, but they don't see them and they think we're insane, which we are, but like not.
I'm not.
But not for that reason.
I'm of good mind. All right, so I think the poll. I think we can close the poll.
No, don't close the poll.
It hasn't moved.
What? Okay, well, hold on. Is anyone left to vote? Let us know if you're having trouble.
Yeah, we'll give it like another 10 seconds. Maybe they closed it. Like, I can't vote. Then close out of the live and load back in.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what you should do.
That's what you should do.
All right. Can't vote on my computer. Siobhan, if you make it like full screen, like sometimes.
Yeah, I'm keeping it not full screen because I'm trying to see the comments.
Yeah, if you do a full screen in the top right corner, it's like a little purple.
Like a poll symbol. It almost looks like a Wi-Fi symbol, but. No.
Yeah, click that and then it should pop up. So I'll leave it up for another like 30 seconds and then we'll. announced.
Yeah, and if you weren't able to vote, tell us to vote in the comment.
No, that's gonna make a percentage. It's gonna be on both odd numbers, and I'm like, how do you do that? Alexander.
Oh, Freaks of Nature, Brandon. Excellent. I didn't see your comment.
Alex Taylor.
You're absolutely
Green
right.
Room. We're doing next year. We're not doing our festivals.
Way to put a knife in your dreams, DJ. I'm sorry. How did I knife your dreams? I missed that.
Did As Above, So Below come out 2015?
Oh, good question.
I don't actually know off the top of my head.
I'll tell you in a second.
Alex said he voted 2015. Son of a...
As Above, So Below was 14.
Wow.
And I wish it was in my year. I would have been so excited.
You would have stacked the deck with that one.
All right, so go ahead and publish the
let's
results.
Publish them. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
No one at all.
I'm sure.
All right. I lost.
Hey, my number went up a little bit. It went up a little bit.
It went up as much as it needed to.
Well, that's fair.
The
Dark Universe comment. I know. Well, it was my dream too, DJ. I really wanted it.
Jesus Christ.
I really wanted it.
Well, before we go to the next one, first of all, congratulations on getting the first round.
Congratulations on
how much do voters cost?
On a worthy.
How much did
Thanks,
you pay?
I
want to see everyone's PayPal statement at the end of this live. I'm gonna rip some ass.
Dude, your year had the Mummy in it. That's what
all right.
What could I do?
You know what? That was fair.
I don't know. I don't know how I escaped the fact that my year had Poltergeist in it. That fucking movie is the worst.
That is worse. Okay, so let's publish the next
For
one.
reals, I actually go ahead and publish it.
Okay.
I saw some survey online and I answered as Halloweekly, and it was what was the worst horror movie ever made, and I put Poltergeist 2015. I know it's not the worst. Like Manos Hands of Fate is clearly a worse movie. But it's the worst movie. Like it's just the worst fucking horror movie ever made. I hate that movie.
I was on. Well, did I tell you I was on Twitter? While we're getting some votes here.
Yes.
Mary Lambert was posted about doing an HDR version of Pet Sematary, and I was like, can't wait as the Halloweekly. And then she liked it. And I was like, ha, cool, cool, Mary Lambert.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Thanks. All right, so we got some votes coming.
Richard, The Village is pretty bad. I don't think it's the worst, but it's pretty
wonderfully shot, though.
It's wonderfully shot.
You know,
but I mean, Lady in the Water is the worst.
Listen, that's a tit for tat argument.
That's a tit for tat argument. That's the worst.
I saw that in the theater with my dad.
Lady in the Water?
No.
Could you What's wrong with your dad?
Dad, I want to see Lady in the Water. Come on. No, we saw The Village.
You know there are people who did that with their dad, and now they're shamed.
No, the only films I remember my dad taking me to see that wasn't like a family thing was The Village and Drive, or was it Drive? Was Sylvester Stallone? He was like an IndyCar driver.
Oh yeah,
that movie was the bomb. He was like standing at the bleachers all by himself, all shot like.
That's fucked up.
He's like, I'm really tough and I drive cars fast. It was a weird movie, but I liked it.
I forgot about that.
Hey, Garrett's here.
You know what movie's sort of like that, but better? Drive Angry. Drive Angry is actually pretty fun.
I was talking about that last night.
Were you?
Yeah, I was like, because Amber Heard's terrible in it. And I was because we were talking about the 5-minute Aquaman trailer, and she's just like, I have a red wig. And you're just like, we get it. But could you act? Not that I'm like an actor by any means, but like I could probably put some effort into it.
Garen's here. Garen can tell us.
Oh yeah, he'll have some.
It's Rain Tower night. Oh shit, Garen, look at you.
Rain Tower. That means all the crew showers and they clean off because they're doing 12-hour days.
Oh, good.
For those who aren't in the bid.
Oh, good. I thought it was sneak out of the set like Shawshank Redemption style. And pop
that'd be hilarious. They go through the honey pot and just... let's see here. Driven is the Stallone movie. Yeah. Drive is the Gosling one. Yeah. Okay. So, if you haven't voted yet, we're voting for which year was better for horror.
Wait, hold on. DJ, I told Nick about the book you just commented. That book, Out of Time, is an amazing book. It's so good. It's on my Kindle. So, proceed. Garen, Nick's about to explain the topic.
So, if we got the votes over here. If you haven't voted right now. We're going to poll you guys at the beginning of which year was better, 2016, 2018. We're gonna debate the hell out of it, one better than the other, and then we're gonna pull you at the end to see if the meters change, if anyone's changed their minds at all between the 2 years. Which year are you doing for this one?
I'm doing 16.
You're doing 16. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Woo.
You're doing 18.
I'm gonna do 18. That you think one is stronger than the other, but then you line them up and you're like, no, it's a challenge.
Oh, it's a challenge.
All right, so we got a little bit. We got some different votes in here. All right, I'm gonna give it another minute.
By the way, Garen's in 19-degree weather, so everybody send Garen some warm thoughts on the fucking sweaters.
Dude, I was talking to my family back home today because in Ohio it was 30 degrees and there was frost.
Yeah, New York is like 7 inches of snow.
It's crazy, and I had to tell them. I was talking to my family and I said I had to wear a jacket because it was 75 out. And they were like,
we're in LA, we can't.
I was like, it was chill, it was cold. It was 70 degrees
like,
out.
That's not cold.
That shit was chilly. All right. Let's see here. All right, so we actually got some people voting.
Oh, Samira, I love your comment. I'm going to use your argument.
Garen's going for 2018. All right, so let me close the poll.
Garen's always he's such an optimist. He's always for whatever year it is. He'll say 2019 on January 2nd, 2019. Watch.
No. Garen, even though that'd be a vote for me.
Actually, you know what's funny is I just watched. That's really funny. I just watched a documentary on. So Orson Welles, they released The Other Side of the Wind, which is his movie that sat for 30 years unfinished. And they did an interview with him with a clip, a documentary alongside of it. And they said, they went up to him and they go, "Was Citizen Kane the greatest movie ever made?" He's like, "Nope. The one I'm working on now is." That's the attitude I like. I like
that is a good attitude to have. All right, so let's close the polls. And
Virginia wants to know how close to the fire we are. We are not close to the fire, thankfully, and we're sad about everyone who is.
Yeah, that's. Once it happens, you start checking your phone. You're like,
"Yeah."
That?
Well, I'm getting alerts all.
Where's
the
it
time.
at now?
Yeah.
Well, we had a mountain close to us on fire not that long ago, and I was just looking out like the kitchen window, going, "Man, that shit's really close."
Yeah.
That was a
Alex Taylor. Shh.
What did she say?
Okay, good.
Shit, didn't realize 2016 was so stacked. Wait, he's giving you. He's gonna tell you what we already know. He's not reinventing the wheel.
All right, go. Give us your argument.
No, you're going. I went first last time.
Oh,
you
okay.
go first.
All
You
right,
go first this time.
All right, so 2016. I mean, I should just hold my computer up to the webcam. And
I accidentally launched the one here. Hold on, let me close this one and then publish the right one.
Okay.
I don't want to have it up while we're doing the debate because that would be a.
You figure out what you're doing.
That would be a terrible. All right, so we're gonna do 2016.
All right. Anyway, so check this out, guys.
Okay.
The 2016. I'm convinced that pound for pound, 2016 is the best year of horror in all of the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was just so full of mainstream greatness, indie greatness, like bizarre greatness. It was a very, very and then huge franchise greatness, which franchise movies are usually disappointing, right? Like look what Halloween is so divisive, right? And then they come out with Leatherface and it was fucking terrible. So, but Conjuring 2 lands in 2016 gives us really, really good franchise horror. The zombie genre gives us Train to Busan. The paranormal genre gives us Ouija Origin of Evil and The Wailing. The thriller genre gives us Don't Breathe, right? Which is horror thriller. The paranormal genre gives us Lights Out. Are you kidding me? 10 Cloverfield Lane busts out one of the best horror villains in the last 20 years of horror. It's like John Goodman playing like a Hannibal Lecter, basically. Like an amazing character. Was The Witch, which is my favorite horror movie of the last. I know it's really divisive. I know I'm probably losing the argument just by saying its name.
No, you're not.
But I think it was not only an amazing movie, but it was it showed other horror directors that you can work on a project, no compromises, your way for years, and it's better to get it right your way than try to negotiate with studios and have it come out a different way. So that was an amazing thing that happens with The Witch. So just literally, if you just look at what came out in 2016, and as Alex Taylor said, how stacked that year was.
That's what you're calling it.
It's an amazing year with very, very few duds, which is, as a horror fan, I appreciate. There wasn't a lot of crap that came out that was like this year came out with like fucking Slender Man and Winchester and like the movies that he's not going to tell you about in the year he's going to argue.
That he's going to argue
what
a dirty bitch!
Like fucking Venom.
Oh, you dirty bitch!
Fucking The Nun. He's not going to mention.
I'm heated.
He's not going to mention any of those years. Anyway, argument over. Go.
All right. Let me just start my. Let
me start your Googling.
No. Let me just say congratulations, 2016. You had The Boy.
The Boy is great until the end.
You had The Boy.
That's the dud you're coming.
You had A Cure for Wellness.
To put against what you've got in your year.
And you
Cure
had
for Wellness was interesting. It was just too long.
Hey, 2016. Don't knock twice.
2016 had
don't knock twice.
Wait, it had Belko Experiment. I forgot.
Cabin Fever. Okay,
Cabin
great.
Fever, nobody.
We've seen that one before. Jesus Christ. I'm going to start off light with 2018.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to start off light with Puppet Master Louis Reich.
First
of all,
is that
we're
for
coming
or against your
That's
argument?
4. Because these puppets are going to start fucking swiping at your ankles when you're walking upstairs, and it's going to be a living hell for you.
Fair enough.
And I'll show you a kamikaze attack that I'm going to do here. We took the greatness that was 10 Cloverfield Lane. We took Cloverfield Lane and we put it in the Clover Paradox and shot it back at you, ruining everything you liked about the Cloverfield universe.
Yeah.
So that's against
in your
you.
Year.
Against you.
What?
Against you.
What?
It's 4D chess, George.
Oh my god.
It's 4D chess.
That's terrible.
And then we got
Hellraiser.
We got Hellraiser.
Are you throwing this? Are you guys
No. I'm just you gotta have humor and you gotta laugh at yourself.
Yeah, you gotta laugh.
You gotta laugh.
Oh, Brandon, you're right. Abattoir sucks. Shh.
But I just want to let you know that 2018 was an upgrade.
Oh wait,
because we had upgrade.
Wait. Garen's helping you out. 2018 had Santa Jaws.
I pinned that one. Goddamn right.
That's
so all of your criticism got Uno'd.
I gotta change my vote.
Got out. All right. So we had ourselves an upgrade, and we were like, what are we gonna do this summer? We want a fun shark film that's not ridiculous like the other two. We got The Meg. You know, we got some fun. We got Unsane. We got Queen Elizabeth and Sonnenberg shooting on an iPhone. I'm sorry, what innovations did you guys do last year? Did 2016 film a horror movie with a rear view camera on a Prius?
Maybe.
Is that what it did?
Garen, did that happen? Let us know.
We also got A Little Stranger, which I haven't seen, but I love the trailer. It's got that actor from Ex Machina, and that looks like.
And the other actor from The Meg. Oh no, there's no actor for The Meg. It's just a movie in your year. Go ahead, keep going.
The Meg? I'm sorry. I paid Jason Statham $26 to bust through his door and power bomb you through the desk. So you better be ready. So we got Strangers Prey at Night, which if I quote George correctly, is actually pretty good. The pool scene's great. So he's voting. He thinks films in my year is better.
No,
he didn't say any talking points about the sweet stuff he said about his films in his year. So George, infidelity of your own relationship with the past year.
So Myers says Unsane was so good. Your magic's working.
It's beautiful. Overlord, which I think we're planning on seeing this weekend. So I'm not gonna boast about that one, even though I know it's great and I could.
I feel like it's good.
We also got Annihilation at the top. We got some good sci-fi horror in there. Predator. I love me some Fred Decker. In fact, Stephen King rules it from the Monster Squad. If you like Predator, this is the year for you. But I'm just playing. I'm just joking with you guys. I'm just joking with you guys. In all seriousness,
humor is a tactic. Okay.
Humor is a tactic because right now everyone is.
It's about to get real.
Everyone loves some slashers with stuff like Suspiria.
Yes.
Coming out. They loved that we got a good ass creature feature in A Quiet Place.
Yes.
That film made people walk funny in the theater. The Nun made a fuck ton of money, whether you liked it or not. It fooled you. What The Nun did for the horror community is it said, hey, what we really want, what's putting asses in the buckets is the illusion of a Hammer horror film. So I would say The Nun's great thing, different horror.
Yes, if you like horror movies lying to you and stealing your money for no entertainment.
The greater cause. Kill millions to save billions, like the dude in Watchmen.
2018 is the year for
Yeah.
All right.
You're welcome. So when we do the next great debate, you're going to get that year, and then I expect 50% of your votes for the, for helping you out there.
Fair
We
enough.
also got Santa Jaws. which we know.
Yes.
DJ said you're losing. What? Okay, so I haven't even hit on Mandy. Right? That's taken everyone by storm. I haven't even seen it, and I know what the fucking Cheddar Goblin is. And so that film's great. I also want to touch on two films. We seem to always have a very divisive film in each year. Mine being Hereditary.
Yes.
Which is interesting. My dad watched it, and he said it didn't do nothing for him, but it scared the shit out of me. So it's interesting seeing like how it affects certain people. But I think Hereditary is like the new gold standard for your Exorcist, Rosemary's Baby style horror film.
And it also is the only movie out of any of the ones we've been talking about that has the chance to do the Oscar magic like Silence of the Lambs did.
Yeah, they're really pulling for her to do it.
Should win that.
And then I'm going to end with Halloween.
Yes.
We haven't really discussed what we liked about Halloween. I gave it like a 6.57. I talked about this yesterday.
You didn't give it a 6.5.
I gave it a 6.5.
You gave it a 2.
No, that's bullshit.
You gave it a 2.
I'm arguing for this year. Don't say it. Don't say that I said that was shit.
It would have been lucky to get
That's not what I said. No. I gave it a 6.5 because it grew on me. The cinematography grew on me, and I was listening to the score afterwards.
That's fair. I gave it an 8.5.
That makes sense though.
But and I don't even like those kind of ratings. Like I think in letter grades, right? So I give it a B+ in letter grades, and that's like because I just thought it was a really it was exactly what
I would agree with you on that.
I wanted for that time of year. There were so many ways that whole idea has been fucked up, and I just like to give points for bravery. It was really brave to wipe out the timeline. I don't know if I even agree with it, but it was super brave to do.
They did some shit. So, all right, so we both had some strong years. Yes. Both had some good points.
Yes, but now only you had Santa Jaws. God damn it!
Don't let that. You know what? Don't let that sway your vote, because then that's 100%. All right, so let's put the poll.
I give the new Halloween movie Score a 10. How's that?
If I see Halloween movie joined your live and then voted for you, I would ban them from the page. I would be so pissed. God damn it!
Yes, exactly. I give the Happy Death Day trailer. What was you?
I gave it a 10.
Million out of 7.
I give it a million out of 7, and not because Garen's in here and I'm like, yeah, you worked on it, like just sweet talking it. Because none of that bullshit. Like the trailer was actually I would put it on the same level as your creativity as your next trailer, where you're like, holy fuck, like they're going leading with their head on this one.
Agreed.
And I was excited for it.
Agreed.
Because that could have went either way. You could have been like a second one?
What?
Huh? And then you're like, no. But then they did.
It's a good franchise, and I like that it's.
Oh, Alex said yes. The Shape Hunts Alice. That's my favorite track. I like the Halloween Triumphant, like that one, all fucking day. Jake said, "Gotta go, guys. Need to pack for Day of the Dead convention tomorrow."
Thanks for joining, Jake.
Well, Jake, make sure you post some photos from there. I would love to see what's going on.
Definitely.
How about the new Pet Sematary film? When we went and saw Fantastic Beasts the other day, and I saw the poster for it at the ArcLight, and it got me real excited for it.
Oh, ArcLight was done up, man. They had shit everywhere promoting that movie. It was pretty fancy.
And they're Christmas films.
Yeah.
In fact, I think they're doing Home Alone this weekend.
Best part of Halloween for me was how 40 years later, Laurie Strode was still so damaged and the repercussions on her family. Absolutely.
Yeah, they did good.
There was a really good article online about how the new thing that horror is dealing with is trauma, like emotional trauma. Not that that's new. These are writers who don't know the horror genre from before.
Well, I mean, it's coming back around.
It came back around. It came back around is what they meant to say, right? But yeah, I totally agree.
All right, so I'm going to give it another few minutes to vote because I think...
Wait, that's the same score.
No, it's not. It's
not.
I think it was flipped.
Oh.
I think it was flipped. So I'm going to give it another second for everyone to vote.
Keep voting if you have a vote, guys.
I'm going to leave it up for just a few more seconds.
Well, you can ask them. Has anyone... I think they've all voted, right? You guys all voted? Yeah. Hey, Garen, I'll put a link to the trailer in the video, too, if I can move fast enough.
All right, let's close the polls.
Insidious was 2016, Virginia.
All right. Whoa, it changed bright as I clicked it.
Whoa!
Damn!
Wait, is that the old one or the new one?
That's the newest one right there. So that is where people stand post your argument,
okay.
My argument.
Where were they before?
All right, so before, how's it still changing? How's it still changing?
I don't know.
Okay, so that was... How do we look at the old ones?
I don't know.
Poll closed. Is this not gonna let me know?
Oh, now we don't know.
Now we know.
Do you remember what it said?
I don't remember what the number was. But I would guess I thought 2018 was in the lead, and then it switched. I think you won.
I think 2018 was in the lead. I just don't remember by how much.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because now it's not in the lead at all. So that is a good one.
All right, good.
All right, well that was.
How do you vote, Jennifer? The polls
just
disappeared.
Just closed them.
But we will be doing this every Thursday. We're alive, so come back for more.
Yeah, we're gonna do some more
Thursday.
live.
We're gonna probably move it to like 5:30 PST because we have a lot of people on the East Coast and we don't want it to be too late for them. So
yeah.
We're looking at 5:30 PST.
But this was fun. This is the first live
Thursday.
First episode live with the group.
Yes,
or with the page.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That's fun. Well, thanks for commenting, and until next time, stay scary. Watch a bunch of horror movies.
Have a good weekend, guys. We'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.